Hi there! As a usability person and also as a digital artist, I wanted to do this video even though I don't have time, so it will be very spontaneous, but I wanted to freeze the moment, and also I wanted to also remember for myself what I already learned after a few hours after the release of Procreate Dreams. So Procreate Dreams is the new app released by Procreate that will allow you to do unbelievable animation, I guess. And this one, for example, you can check the example already in the app. The point is that I'm a Procreate user since year. I taught class about it. I do my art with Procreate daily and so on. So actually this one was an animation that is already available also as a sticker, for example, in Giphy, on Instagram, on other social, or something like this, and was done in Procreate with many layers and let's say a different approach. So this morning I try immediately to do something in Procreate Dreams, and I wanted to show you, I wanted to remember what are the gestures that was a little bit tricky to remember at the beginning. So first of all, exactly the interface. Maybe I wanted to let you know that, for example, when you do a project, you will tend to open this one and you will see that it is widescreen. For me at the beginning was not intuitive, even though here you can see that by just doing this gesture you can choose a different format. In my case I went for the 4K social, and then you have to choose exactly if empty or draw. And if you are in drawing, you already be able to check here brushes that you might be already familiar thanks to Procreate. Of course you have to get familiar with the size of the brush itself, but you might recognize them exactly, like Inca. Here, as in Procreate, you have the colors that I didn't select, by the way, of course. You have also the way to choose the color this way, and so on. But again, let's go back to outer gesture. When you are like here, you say, oh no, where is everything? You can go back to the gallery, pushing this icon, and here you will find the project. You will have the project already done by Procreate, and here you will find the one that you created. And to rename it, you can just keep it for a while, and then you will have the option to rename it, duplicate, share, and so on. Let me go also in my project because I wanted to show you some function. So for example, to go deeper and see what happened, you can just pinch it this way, and you can do it also in this way, so you will see all the timelines, and you can go in detail of each level. If you are familiar with video editing, you are familiar also, I guess, with the different layers. So for example, here there is the layer of the text, so if I wanted to modify the text I will go there. Here are the layer, for example, of this PNG photo. This one is the other point. You can get your file from Procreate. Let's say that if I want this one here, I can just take it and then go here and move it here, and the new one will be directly on Procreate Dreams. But, and by the way, double tap, you just go back as in Procreate, and three finger tap, you undo and redo. So let me go like this. But also what you can do, and I found it a little bit easier as a first tutorial, I might change my opinion, but what was absolutely easier for me was to go in photo, and in photo where I save from Procreate my character in PNG, so without the background, I was able also to use it. And another function that I want to remember is this one, because I had some issue at the beginning, was if you select for example, now I don't know where it is here, so I go back here and I have already many layers. Usually they go on the top, I suppose, of the layer. So when you select it, select it with your finger, and to move it you go outside the square of the element, because if you go inside, for example, I found out that it is more it's not working so well. I mean, before it was deforming my element, maybe now it's not, I don't know. But anyway, let's select it. You can also scale it and exactly move it around. What is important is to remember that here in Procreate Dreams, you can do an animation. Oh, I'm sorry, I just bumped the phone. Also, by pushing this button here, and then, for example, you will decide which movement is doing, and then you can stop it. And now, if you go back to the beginning, you will see that the movement is done so fluidly and so easy. This one is unbelievable. If you did it in Procreate, you know how much time this one cost and how many frames. Here, just done with a click. But the other thing I wanted to tell you is that by doing so, Procreate has already created this track that is related to the one of the elements, where with this symbol means that exactly is working like on the position and on the scale of the elements. Because another thing you could do, let me go back, for example, to the empty canvas. So to remove, you just push it like this and then delete. Let me enter again from the photo my element. So let's say I wanted to make it small at the beginning. So I will do like this. And then I will push this one here. Oh, sorry, I did a mistake. Pardon. Okay, so let me just insert this one here. I will reduce it like this in scale. And then I will push this one and I will make it bigger like this. Even bigger like this. Now, when I stop it, I can go back on my timeline. And as you can see, this one is already done on the speed that I wanted. Let's say that I want it slower, because in the meanwhile, we can move the element like this. Oh, I think I can move just the last one maybe. When you push the expand, you might go in panic because you don't know what is this one. It is a little bit elaborate, I suppose. So what you can do is like collapse, move, and scale the same. But what I wanted to show you is that if I go back here and I push it again, and I might wanted to do this, I'm adding two movements at the same time. Let's check again. Like two animation at the same time. I'm doing the scale, but also the movement, and I think is unbelievable cool. Then to add the text, you can go here, add the text. Here there are absolutely the same default font of Procreate. I don't find the other font installed, so maybe this one is something that I have to investigate more. But yeah, it's the same. So let's say that I put ciao. I can just go here and put it here. So in this case, will be like this. And then, I mean, there are many effects that I wanted to show you, but honestly today I really don't have time because I have other commitment. But some part that I'm really enthusiastic about Procreate Dreams is that, first of all, the undo and redo that we can do in Dreams will work also when you go back in the gallery. For example, you know that in Procreate, once you do something and then you go back to the thing, usually you cannot modify again. It's done. Here it's not a problem. So you see, I can just go back to my original file. And then I like also the fact that the video effects are not just faster to do in a complicated manner, but also they are not destructive. This one is unbelievable. The contra up to now is that despite the fact that I have a pretty long experience in video editing, let's say, with different software, I think it will need time to remember all the shortcuts and the characteristics and so on. And yeah, it is a little bit complicated. And of course, you are working on the iPad, so I suppose that some part of the editing will be, in any case, less familiar for many of us that used to do video editing directly on a Mac or a computer. So definitely this one could be something. But said so, I hope that this video will be useful for you. I will try maybe later to add some chapter, so I will try to do some organization, and my plan is definitely not today, but in the next day to do more tutorial if you are interested, and maybe do some project that could be fun to animate together. Last thing is that if you wanted to see the result, you can go of this reel. You can go on my skills in my Instagram reel, and you will find what I did. Obviously, it's not perfect, but I was so happy to do it just like in the first hour Procreate was released. And it's talking also about a class that may be useful for you in Skillshare, especially if you are a surface pattern designer, or if you wanted to know more about artificial intelligence as an assistant for our creativity. So I think I said already too much, and hopefully I will see you soon. So don't forget, I think, like or follow also here on YouTube to get notification. And I will be so happy to share this journey with you related to Procreate Dreams, because I really love it, and I cannot wait to evolve together. What I wanted to say is that, yes, exactly, this one was like an idea of creating something that you can use for social media, and it was fun to do it. I hated to do promotion on social media, but it was totally so much fun to do it with Procreate Dreams, so maybe I will improve on that one too. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.